Oh, wait, no. Now, how is this going to work? Uh-oh. I just went from a known quantity to an unknown. Better look out. Hello, everyone. Thranks is here again with No Man's Sky, and I think we've done it. Ta-da! This is it. This is our base. Yay! No, okay, but I do believe we've come up with an original design that is going to be our finished product. That is, I guess, uniquely designed with the base limit in mind. So not trying to cram one design into another ill-fitting template. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. Okay, so I've done some work off camera, as you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Unfortunately, the more work I have to do off camera, it makes putting out videos more challenging. So we have to start doing some of this work on camera. And I think people ultimately, they want to see the process. I'm sure it's a little tedious. Maybe, with the base pieces deleted and then replaced and then deleted. But ultimately, how does that go? You can't rush good food, but you can't rush like a good base design. And it just wasn't going to do trying to make this this weird shadow facsimile version of what we had originally planned. It was not going to do for me. I was not going to stand for it. So now let's see. If I go completely across to the other side, if I've done my math right, we should be looking at something a little bit more... Should be symmetrical. I've actually done a lot of math. I don't claim to be, perfect at math, although I try to double check my work whenever possible. But it's tough, building in 3D space while commentating and everything. It can be difficult. Let's get a look up here at what we're doing. So I think... Right, and then here the answer is glass. So kind of like pyramid-ish, maybe? Kind of. Maybe. Again, I reserve my right to change my mind and tear it all down and start over. Don't tempt me. You know I'll do it. You know what I'm capable of. But no, I think I've found a design that I can love it. I can love it and work with it. And for now, we're just going to get the rough structure in place and worry not so much about the decorations, because we're also not going to have straight walls like this all the time. Gosh, that would be horrible. Could you imagine? No windows. Call it a restaurant. It's like a tomb. What do you want on your tombstone? Some windows, please, so we can see this beautiful, beautiful planet. But no, that's we're going to add all of that later. Once we have the shell in place and we understand our building limitations, as you can see, it's not as large by a significant margin of the amount of space that we were trying to do before. But it is still going to provide us a good bit of space to work with and to add our own sort of flair to everything. Oof. Now what we don't have is some way to top it, you know, with a four-sided corner. Now I had thought about doing it in such a way that it met up at four corners. But I like this idea better. Right? Do I? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, wavering already. Well, if we added one, see, then it wouldn't be centered here, right? Because we have three, yeah, we have three panels here. And if we did this one more in any direction, then what would that be? Pandemonium? Could we allow that? Would it be possible? I suppose we could always ratchet this down to 2 and then it fits. Oh my gosh. In here I thought we knew what we were doing. Well, we must remain flexible if nothing else, right? Flexibility is key. So let's just see for a moment. Because really, in order to truly know something, we have to see it. Like, how can you know for certain without seeing something? So if we go, instead of an odd number, we go an even number. Oh, I'm already thinking this is going to be better. I'm kind of already thinking I'm making the right call. It does add a little bit more to the dimension for our numbers than I had originally wanted, but if we streamline our highway down to 3 pieces, or down to 2 pieces instead of 3, why then... oh, wait, no. Now how is this going to work? Uh-oh. I just went from a known quantity to an unknown. Better look out. Okay, let's just take a look at this, shall we? 1, 2, 3. Okay. But this is no longer dead center. Right, so that is to the right of center. And this would be... Right, because then look, so then what you have here for the top... So then what you have is this nice, neat little point for the top. But if it's going to follow the natural curve, it would actually... Hold on. It would actually have to be a wall on either side, right? And then a corner. Here, 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 here. Let's back up. Hold on. I think I like this more. We're limited on scope. We might have to do a flyby with our ship. Yes. Actually. I think this is better. These are terms which I believe I can accept. See, I'm trying to do not so much the bare minimum, but I'm trying to do what is required in order to get a feel for how this is going to look before I continue with the rest of construction. Although I think if we really want to get a feel for how it's going to look, what we're going to need to do is to actually construct a full corner. I feel good about this. I think that last adjustment was the last piece of the puzzle that we needed to really sort of nail this thing together. Because look, now we give it a corner piece here. Boom, like that. There we go. There we go. Yeah. See? And then it comes together like this. And then another roof section. That one's a corner. See, it works out math-wise because it gets narrower at the top. And so the pieces that we need aren't nearly as intense once you get to the top, but it still affords you a lot of space for a lot of floors for decorations. It's just going to be one of those things where we don't want to hurt our numbers in any way that limits the decorations. Otherwise, why have the space, right? That's sort of what we touched on in the last episode, is if you have to limit your decorations, because of how large you built your structure, then you have a bunch of dead space. Alright, just a bunch of empty space, which, I mean, yeah, okay, it can look neat from the outside, but we really want to decorate everything. See, and now it's just a couple. Oh, look, we could leave those open like skylights. No. Not a chance. That's not how this works. But then we can switch to corner. Here. 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 Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so that corner is effectively and affectionately built. Let's go see. Let's go see. Seeing is believing. I think I can live with that because what we can do is we can continue this down. Let's go see it. Let's go see it from the corner. Now, by my math, this is going to use up quite a few pieces. But it should leave quite a few pieces available for use. Which is where we want to be, right? We want to be at that sweet spot. Alright, let's prep for our flyby here. I think that is something I can live with. And if we have to restrict the highway, then we have to restrict the highway. We could always wall, step, wall, wall, step. Okay, so we could always abridge that end there. Can I land here? Can I not land on my own? Oh, well, that's okay. We're not even going to discuss the word landing pads. That word is not allowed to be spoken in my presence anymore. Landing pads. Ugh. Okay, so what we will do now is the next corner for the underside. surprise, there is an underside, right? How awesome is that? Because I do believe... Let's see what it looks like from here. If we continue our trend, right? So this wall was just merely a stepping off point. Merely a stepping off point for this to connect here. Right? And then we have one. Can I get some a little bit of love here, please? Okay. Oof, like that. To then go like that. Right? Which, let's see. If we're going to catch this up, it's going to be wall down. Get rid of this. Then like that. So then it's wall down, and then it starts with the 2 down. Let's look at the silhouette here. I think that's going to give us what we require. We could just start with the 2 down from there. I think we will. If I'm going to be honest, I think we will. So that means from here, two down, 1 over, yep, and then the same, 1, 2. So then it's a ratio of 2 to 1. So the underside is going to actually carry quite a few more pieces. Right, and then over here, we're sort of limited, but we want to do the same thing over here. Right, so in fact, it needs to come one section out and then immediately cut over. So let's just measure it here. One section out and then immediately cut over is... here, right? Pretty sure that's what that equals. Because we go one section out, then down. It doesn't want to do it for me. Right, no, I broke the wrong... Hold on. So floor tile goes here, and then the slope goes here. Very important to have your numbers correct. And this should be the inside of the one corner, which means from there, we start with 2. Okay, let's do it. 1, 2. And then the roof. 2 walls, and then the roof. Well, I do hope that everyone has been having a good time. Especially those with bases here in the Thracian conflagration. I do think we're going to at some point have to put together a mission to go see everyone's base here. I didn't want us to fall behind with our structure before we started seeing everyone else's, especially since I know many people have been talking to me on the Discord about how they're not quite done. Some people are, some people are not. And so we're not trying to rush anyone. With two down, this will actually... having extended the lower part like this, I might have to remath this. Oh no. Have we yet again broke our limitation? I don't care. This is the design I want. We're going to figure out if we have to put down a second base computer and start a second base here in order to not have the limit imposed on us, then that's what we'll do. I'm not even... Oh, that's how it's going to be? That's how you're going to... Oh. Mm-hmm. Two down, and then this one over, right? So then over here, it's like this, and it's like that. There we go. Inverse roof. Inner roof corner, metal roof corner. No, this should drop. Drop lower. Okay, it's gonna fight with me. I knew that it would. We'll just walk down this nice little path we've made. Breaking our ankles the whole way down. Is that really too far of a drop for us? Really? 2 stories is... Well, okay. Who am I to second guess the shock absorption of these suits, huh? So it wants to connect here, but it doesn't want to connect down there. How interesting. How about now? Ooh. Boom. Boom. Yes. A little bit of manipulation. And we have victory. So what this means is we need to fill in this side, and then from one corner, we will have a very, very accurate depiction of where we are. Okay, let's start with this one. And then from over here, this underside is going to be trickier, but I couldn't help but notice we have the pieces to do this. It's still going to be a lot of pieces being used. It is, admittedly. But again, I believe in the idea that this must be grand. I mean, we're talking almost 350 episodes in. Years, really. Years of dedication, not just by me, but by everyone watching. We owe it to ourselves to really push this to the maximum that we can, to try and make it the best that we can. And it's one of those things, you can't have no in your heart. It's such a simple saying, but I really try to live my life by that, in that if there is a will, there is a way, and if we know what we want to do, then we really just need to put it together and not accept limitations in our life. There's a lot of times where we could give up or take shortcuts Or really just call it and say, you know what, we're limited on intricacy, we're limited on base pieces, and we have all this wasted work that we did with this other design because I didn't do the math and I didn't know about the limit, and so forget it. So we're just gonna build something else that's easier, you know? But no, we're gonna build something even more grand, but just space conscious. Instead of it being like a monument of unrealistic size, it's just going to be manageable, but still epic, right? That's the goal. So once we have the basic idea down, I'll do the rest. I'll end up doing the rest off camera, but we're going to see together if this works, if we can accept this. As I realize this design, I don't want to put all this together in a creative mode and figure it all out on my own, and then just start the episode up and be like, "Hey, it's your boy Thankses, and look at what I built while you were gone." Like, that's not how we do things here. So instead, we struggle together. We experience the trials and the tribulations and the challenges in real time. Because life is a series of trials and challenges, and so I very much want my style of playing and appreciating games to be a reflection of life. Corner, corner, inverted corner. Let's gain some altitude a little bit, right? Inverted corner. Snaps into place very easily. Very easily. Yep. Now the real question is this going to accomplish what I've set out to do? I believe that's lots and lots of space. We could put a lot in there. We could. Oh yeah, it didn't jump me. It didn't jump me through the floor there, where I actually might have wanted it to a little bit. No, can't have that. That would have been helpful. Alright, we are going to finish this. I want a full shot of the outer shell profile. And I want it to make sense. At first, I wasn't going to have the outer shell be this angled. I kind of thought with the flat wall, I would be able to do, like, more windows. But we have a lot of opportunity for windows, and again, I think the shell is what's going to give it character, and everything else is like decorations on the cake. Not to say that they don't matter, they do. But the shell is what's going to really put this thing together. Gosh, I hope the changes I made didn't upset the math. That's another thing I'm going to end up doing off camera, is all the validating math. Because, like, this inner wall can be struck away. Like, not everything is going to... Ooh. Invalid position with this? Okay. I don't know if I accept those terms or not. That's got me a little concerned. Alright. I know for a fact we can get rid of this 3-lane highway if we need to and recover a lot of base pieces that way. If we just want to do, like, a single lane. Although that will make it more treacherous. For sure, that will increase the danger. think this is it, though. I've got a good feeling about this. Yes! This is gonna work. This is going to work. It is. It really is. Our monument to the Atlas. And farm-to-table restaurant. It's going to be great. Yes, it's going to use some pieces, but the thing is, it tapers to be so small at the points that really the significant amount of pieces are used in the middle 2/3. The top and bottom are almost decorations in and of themselves because they're not going to be able to fit much in them. We might just do the landing pads over here, right? Near the milk. Alright, and I'm doing this on camera. We're uploading. Okay? So I've had some people asking me if I've uploaded or telling me that I haven't uploaded. Let it be known. I have. I just showed you. I do believe we're having base display issues due to the cross-platform being a little wonky and everything else, which again, we are going to have to set up another multiplayer session to make sure everybody can see everybody else's base. I think that's just the way to go. Oh, what if there was no doors? What if there was no way in? Like you had to take a teleporter, like it was entirely enclosed. Windows, maybe. But no doors. Like, I don't know if I want this floor to be here. Like, this floor could probably be gotten rid of. We could build it in sections. Oh, the mind races with possibilities. But I think the major sticking point is if there are no doors, it doesn't matter. It does matter. Okay. Not to misspeak. It matters, but it doesn't matter for now. What matters for now is that, oh, are you flying through my... Okay, no, you went around. What matters for now... Oh, see, this expands it. Yeah. Stepping out by one more. That's going to add a significant amount of pieces. Oh, over 100. No, almost 100. No, that's definitely going to add over 100. What matters is the shell. Once we get the shell established, then everything else will begin to fall into place, and we can rearrange the inside and come up with how we want it all to be. Ooh, where have those pieces been placed? Not anywhere I want them to be. What happened? I think I placed those pieces in a bad spot. But what matters is getting the shell figured out and getting it to a place where we can be happy, and then... Because we don't have to utilize every single minute corner. Hey, look, they're going around the structure now! But we don't. We don't have to utilize every single piece of the structure. There they are. without any wasted space. That would be a ludicrous standard to try and put into place, and completely unrealistic. Instead, what we need is the ability to have an awesome looking structure from the outside and then have it be impressive from the inside. Those things are not mutually exclusive, and I believe we can do both, even with the limitations imposed on us. Let's take one of these up first before we do everything, and let's ensure that it's going to meet where it needs to meet up at. High as can be, and still... Wait, what happened? What happened? Oh, look at that. See? Very important. Get your dimensions properly laid out. Make sure everything is good. Because even just being off by one... Right, and then the wall. Oh my gosh. I believe in us. There it is. There it is. We have, for the time being, solidified our design. And it's going to be grand, and it's going to take some time, and I'm going to have to run some math again. But, you know, we're going to make it work this time regardless. This is not a design I'm willing to compromise on at this point. Famous last words, I know. You must be ready to compromise. You must be flexible. Those that do not adapt perish. We know this to be true for a myriad of reasons. We have all the ferrite dust we need. There you go. And as long as my math is sound... Oof, putting down pieces, where they don't belong. It's gonna hurt my heart. Oh, you cut me deep. That's right. Although calculating the area of this shape is going to prove to be more difficult than the previous one. This is it. This is where I want to be. Just rough gauging it with my eyes. I don't think it's going to be unrealistic. As far as mathematics, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. That's fine. That's barely 104 directions, and then you add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's the midway point. What? So we've got, it's like 16, 17, 18. I think this is doable. Whoa, whoa. Hey, watch it. Watch it. There's a structure here. Oh, I think that's going to be our biggest problem, right? Is flybys? Gosh. We haven't stopped to really smell the roses once, have we? Or no, we're not smelling roses anymore. We're looking into the campfire. Okay, well then let's take an actual no-kidding selfie this time. There we go. That'll give them something for the thumbnail, right? Something like that. No. Time of day. There you go. All right. Well, I certainly have some work cut out for me, because I think, in fairness to everyone, at this point the shell should just be done and we should be on to other sections, and so I'm going to make sure that that is the case before we come back, hopefully. I really, really hope that my schedule does not make a fibber out of me and that I have the time to actually make that the case. But I think I will stop using this episode as a time to get this done, even though you can see I'm kind of trying to hurry and do just that. It's not so bad building in sections like this. I think we'll get one more corner done here, and then we'll just look at it from where the animals are. Okay, well, we're gonna find the proper level for that panel, I assure you. Alright, there you have it. Now, corner pieces. Easy. Let's make sure that I have... Whoops. Yep. Kind of thought that might have been the case there. Perfect. Okay. Well then, let's take the Azure Spark back over here. And we'll just take a gander at it and see what it looks like. Yes. I accept these terms. We've done it. We've found where we want to be. So we need to get the shell finished, and then we can begin work on the interior. Thank you so much for joining with me. I hope I've done everyone proud coming up with this. I know it took us a little bit of time, a lot of deconstruction, but this is something I think we can all be proud of. Until next time, though, take care.